What's up, everybody? Welcome to VGU.TV's PlayStation podcast, The DualShock Show. I'm your host for the day, Tom Freeman, as Matt Mobley's away for the day, and with me is Allan Meir.
Hello. Welcome to the DualShock Show, where greatness awaits. Because you forgot to say it, Tom.
Don't need to say it. And Nathan Gamer.
Nathan Gamer, greatness is here.
Exactly, we had our own things. This is how I run it. I'm captain of the ship today. Shut up, Allan. God. So, as we start off every show with this section, what we've been playing. So, Allan, what have you been playing?
I played the Walking Dead game. I finished it up.
Oh, is this 400 days?
Well, I finished it. I did 4, 5, then 400 days.
Oh, wow. Cool. How is 400 days?
It's great, but it's more of a tease. It's like a big tease.
Oh, is it really short?
Yeah, very short.
How much was it again?
$5. But it really is worth it.
I was going to say, is it worth it? Yeah. Cool. So, how's it done? Is it like flashbacks, isn't it? So I've heard, or is that the next season?
No, it's actually at this truck stop. There's a bulletin board where it has like a list of missing, and you have the 5 main characters that you can choose from.
Yeah.
And all their stories are interconnected.
All right.
Sometimes it actually takes you a little bit to realize it.
Like, what's an example? Or can you give an example without spoiling something?
Okay, Vince, who's the Lee of the 400 days, in that he was on his way to prison and stuff. You have to make a brutal choice right off the bat. Which guy are you going to shoot his ankle off to get the chain off?
Right.
And you get the gun, obviously, from a cop who gets what's coming to him. And this is only day 2 of the outbreak. On day 220, you run into the cop who has turned into a zombie.
Whose gun you got?
Yeah.
Whoa. It's a small world.
It's and like it's some of it takes place like a tiny bit takes place before the outbreak. So you do something, then you run out right near the Everett's pharmacy, and you can choose to dispose of the gun or keep the gun. I ditched the evidence, and a dog found it. Much to my chagrin. But
those gun-finding dogs, man. Bane of humanity.
Yeah, then I played all the stories in chronological order.
Alright, so you can take it, you can choose which order you do them,
you can play it any which way you want to.
Do you recommend doing it chronologically then, like you did?
It's actually much more, it's much better when you play it in order.
Yeah.
Because like there are certain areas where you'll wonder, example, there's a blood stain in a restaurant and you're wondering where that came from. In one of the earlier stories, you find out the origins of that said stain and what happened. It also has some ties to the first season of the game. And in that the most hated group, the cancer group, makes a return. Nate, did you play the Walking Dead game?
Not to completion. I think I got to the 4th episode or something. I don't know why I stopped.
I was going to say, why you stopped if you got that far? It's meant to be amazing.
I mean, come on, you got through episode 3, and that was the...
No spoilers.
That was when
episode 3 was really great. And then I was playing episode 4, and I probably stopped because I was, like, moving, and I had a lot of, life stuff coming up, and I'll get back to it one of these days. Don't worry.
Yeah, it actually... It sort of begins... Or it sort of ends where it begins. Through a matter of circumstance.
So there's time travel, is what you're saying.
Oh man, I wish.
There is a TARDIS.
Or DeLorean, considering Telltale did the Back to the Future games.
Of course. Which were terrible.
I liked the first episode, or at least parts of the first episode.
You're a silly person.
Hey, say what you want. That guy did sound like Michael J. Fox.
He did.
That doesn't make the game good, though. Yeah. Is that all you played?
No, I continued playing Doom 3 VFG Edition.
Oh, I have seen you playing that, actually. I should have asked. Are you still enjoying the fixed flashlight?
Oh man, I'm enjoying. Thank God for that fixed flashlight. But now I'm on the last boss, so I decided to want to get some more experience. So I'm going back and playing Doom 1 and Doom 2, and I'm about nearly halfway done for the first Doom. And man, I forgot how fun it is.
Do you recommend it, or is it a bit... Because I've heard mixed reviews on that thing. EFG edition.
Well, if you get it used, it's maybe like $15-20. And it comes with 3 games, plus an expansion, plus lost levels. So it really is worth it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just Doom 3, basically, right?
It's Doom 3 upscaled to the current gen, even though it's, as I said in last week's show, halfway there. It's in between the Xbox and Xbox 360, in between the PS2 and PS3.
Have you played the original Fear on PS3?
No, I have not.
I was going to say, is it kind of like that? Because, I mean, that's a game that wouldn't run on the PS2, but it looks crap on a PS3.
No, I played it on the superior machine for Fear, PC.
I was going to say, watch what you say here, Alan. I'll kick you out.
But, yeah, that's been it.
Well played.
Fair enough. And what have you been playing, Nathan?
I'll probably get a lot of hate for this being on the PlayStation podcast and all, but I've been playing a ton of Animal Crossing. My God.
Hey.
I don't even know why I like that game. When I think about it just from like a critical standpoint, it's just so stupid. You know, you just walk around, you're collecting fruit, trying to pay off your debt. It's basically
Isn't it essentially debt simulator?
Yeah, it's essentially a debt simulator, which I have plenty of in my real life already, but I just love it. I don't know, just, talking to my friends, I'm like, hey, have you gotten this, like, holographic Earth thing? And they're like, no, but have you gotten this robot wall clock? And I'm like, oh, God, I gotta get that robot wall clock. And, yeah, I don't know, it's great, man, it's really peaceful, and relaxing, and I don't know, I'll probably keep playing it for a few months and then realize what an idiot I've been for playing it for a few months.
Well, keep in mind that that game runs in real time. So
yeah, no, I'm only playing it for like 20-30 minutes a day, So.
I know, but if you like stop playing it and then come back like a year later, it's just gonna be,
no.
it's
I'm
gonna
not
be like an apocalypse.
Yeah, weeds everywhere. All the
Oh, no.
villagers have been like eating each other. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be crazy. But then beyond that, I've been playing a decent amount of The Last of Us multiplayer. That is
I like that.
It's
How? No, sorry, carry on.
Oh, I was just gonna say it's nice. It's not like a normal shooter where it's all action. I mean, there's a method to it. You know, you got to sneak around and I like it more than I've liked pretty much any FPS I've played in the last like 5 years, barring maybe Halo 4. But that's a totally different kind of game. So.
Yeah, I've really enjoyed The Last of Us Online. Like, how many weeks have you done the Firefly and Hunter campaign things? Like, survive 12 weeks?
Not quite. I'm on week 5 or 6 or something, I want to say.
Yeah. Have
So,
you found the challenges? Because you have those metagame challenges, don't you, that have, like, risk to populations and...
Oh, yeah. A few of those have popped up.
Yeah.
Usually I just do, like, the down enemies one, because that seems to be the easiest one to get.
It is, until you get later in, like, the last few weeks, it will get to the point where every challenge will be 100% risk to population.
Oh.
Yeah, so you want to have save some easy ones, but I find the gift items through Crafter, that's a really easy one. It's a really easy way to get points.
Don't you need to have Crafter 3 for that, though?
You can Crafter 2 just to give gifts, but Crafter 3 makes it easier, but it's really good for points. Like, you don't, sorry, you don't even need to get kills in the game, you can come top of your team.
Well, yeah, I haven't played maybe as much as some people out there, but, you know, I got a full-time job and
yeah,
and all that stupid adult crap. Hate it.
Yeah, I think I played a bit too much. Well, the problem I'm having at the moment is I finished both the weeks for both campaigns. I've unlocked everything in the game. Like, I finished my first campaign with enough survivors. I got the skull mask and everything, so... It's just, that's the problem I have with the game. There's literally nothing. Like, you keep ranking up, there's nothing. It gives you nothing nowadays. Like, it gets to the point where you just don't get anything. So
yeah, just
I hope they change that. And I think a big problem as well is Survivor mode, which is my favourite mode, the one where you get 1 life. So, because supply rate's like a team deathmatch where you have like a certain amount of lives per team, like 20 lives, I think, per team. And Survivor, you get 1 life. But on that game, if you're on a team that's doing well, if you win all 4 rounds, then you'll get much less points than if the game would continue. Like, if you kept drawing rounds, or, you know, one team wins 1, the other wins 2, etc. So I think they need to give the winning team a bonus or something at the end, otherwise it's a bad mode to play.
What's the point of winning?
Well, that's what I mean, you get less points for winning, really, than if you were losing, as long as it was like a drawn out fight. So it's a bit silly, that needs fixing. But yeah, Last of Us Online, great.
You just gotta play it for the personal gratification of winning. You can give yourself as many points as you want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the game that's what I'm just saying, is that the game punishes you if you actually win. If you win too fast, it punishes you. Which it shouldn't. You should fix that.
So you gotta draw it out
as
much as possible.
Yeah, that's the problem with it. But I think what Naughty Dog, I mean, they supported Uncharted 3 loads, and I think they've recently said they'd be adding new modes and stuff to Last of Us Online. So I don't think they expect it to be as successful as it was. So, looking forward to that. Anything else you play?
That is pretty much it this week, yeah.
Fair enough. I've been playing my PS1 and PS2 this week, just because I can. And I've been playing a lot of Muppet Monsters Adventures on the PlayStation 1. It's actually an amazing game. And I couldn't complete it when I was like 8 years old, so I'm hoping to complete it now. So that's what I've been doing on that. And PlayStation 2, I've been playing through San Andreas because GTA got me hyped again. And I was like, I remember San Andreas being amazing, but I wonder if it actually is.
It is, right?
Yep. the driving's so weird going from GTA 4 to GTA San Andreas again. Like, it's so arcadey, like, you press X and square, X goes, you know, go like 1,000 miles an hour within seconds of pressing it. It's a bit ridiculous, but radio stations are so good. There's so much to do, like, all the different arcade games, holding up stores, stealing, you know, robbing people in the night. There's you can bet on the horse racing in the betting shops. And there's just loads of stuff to do in that game. So, I mean, we've seen a bit from the trailer. There's loads more to do in GTA 5. So I'm looking forward to the next one now, especially after playing San Andreas again. But
Can't
San
wait
Andreas,
to play golf.
I know. Did you ever play the Ballad of Gay Tony?
I did not.
Well, I was going to say they brought golf back in that DLC. But that's another thing I played, actually. Ballad of Gay Tony I recently completed. And I bought that and the Lost of the Damned because it was on the PlayStation Store sale at one point, so I bought them. And I finished Ballad of Gay Tony. I think that's great. Ballad of Gay Tony. Lost of the Damned, not so much. It's good, but it's hard to go back to. It's just so grey.
Motorcycles.
Yeah! Immersion! But yeah, it is kind of just a bit meh. But Lost of Damned, it's got parachutes, ridiculous helicopters, golden cars, golden guns, all sorts, so that's good. But apart from that, that's pretty much what I've been playing this week. So, listeners, we're going to go into the section of what have you been playing with the PlayStation Store. So, Allan, take away for your region.
First, before I do so, I forgot to mention that I got my first platinum.
Oh, right.
Woo!
What game?
Walking Dead. Because Matt said there's no way you cannot get that platinum.
Oh, no. That's why you just play the game. It gives you it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to buy it then.
That doesn't sound like a very satisfying platinum to get.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey, I've had my PS3 since 2008, and I had never gotten a platinum before, so I'm happy to just have at least one.
For shame. Go back and get some platinum. Gal.
Even I've got a platinum.
Oh, what have you got?
Just one, though. It's in Infamous 2.
See, I didn't get the platinum for that, because my friend let me download it off him. Sorry, Sony. But, it was, I platinumed Infamous 1, but Infamous 2, I don't know, I found it really boring. I didn't like Infamous 2, to be honest.
God, you're so lucky.
That's crazy.
Tom, you're so lucky Matt's not here.
I know, Matt always says it good.
Infamous 2 is amazing.
It's not, it's really
I'll represent
not.
Matt here. Okay, you're a guy that shoots electric powers.
Yeah, like Infamous 1. Yeah.
Like Infamous 1, but this one you got like a crazy Tesla fork thing to beat people with.
And ice powers.
And ice powers. Holy shit, that
powers.
ice jump. Like,
what is our hero's weakness again? Oh, water. What's half the map in that game? Oh, water. What's your power? Ice. Oh, what? Ice and water. That'd be cool. No, still allergic to water. Still use ice powers.
Okay,
Game's
I agree.
Stupid and shit.
I will concede that a weakness to water maybe is stupid, because, I mean, it's not like he's not got blood anymore, right? He's got to have some blood.
Well, exactly. Like, I get the whole conceit that he can't drive a car because he's Electric Man, but...
Yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. I can't go in water. No, silly. And when you're in New Orleans, it's just...
Water is one of electricity's best friends.
Oh, sorry,
right?
New Moray, isn't it? Yeah. It's stupid, it just annoys me. And Infamous 2, it just got so... I don't know, it just became a drag playing it. But...
I love it.
It's just more of the same. Just sponge your enemies the more you go on.
I love that series, and I cannot wait for Second Son.
Did
I
you
assume
play
you guys
that?
saw the gameplay trailer for that, right?
Oh,
That
it looks amazing. I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
All
does
the
look.
destruction, the environments just are going down.
Just the reflections and all sorts. It just looks brilliant. Yeah. So yes, Allan.
Yes,
Happy with that
now.
platinum? The scumbag platinum.
Now to, I don't know if you know this, guys. but there is a sale going on the PS Store.
I wouldn't know.
Ooh.
Yeah. First off, Plus members get Oddworld Munch's Odyssey for free.
Awesome. That's a great game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Oddworld series is awesome.
I've never played them. I've seen one on the PS1.
The only problem with Munch's Odyssey is the rampant Sobe, drink advertising everywhere. It's like how you replenish your health and everything.
Is it a real drink as well?
Yeah, Sobe? Yeah, it's a real life drink.
Here. Oh, that's sad then.
But no, it's fun. You get to play as Munch, who's a little fish guy with one foot.
That you fart a lot. That's the essence of the game I know.
Man, I don't know. I played that when it originally came out on Xbox. It's been a long time. I just remember there's a part where you have to take control of other people's minds or something, and there's a wheelchair. I don't know. The 2D Oddworlds are a lot better. But Munch's Odyssey is pretty fun, too. And it's free. Get it. Play it. Be it.
It's free, so yeah. Allan?
Next, now on to the sale. Which is really not that great of a sale. Because you got...
Well, when you compare it to the Steam sale, I mean...
Yeah. You've got Fast and the Furious Showdown, which was not received well, for $23.99. You've got Star Trek.
That's a bad game. Did you buy it, Allan?
No.
Oh, what?
I think,
James did, didn't he?
Yeah, he redboxed it, because he said there was no way he was going to buy that. I think he gave it either a C- or a C+. Or just a plain old C.
I just watched a YouTube video of bugs on that game and it looked hilarious, but I'd buy it for that.
Next, you can own Star Trek, the game, for $32.99, which is ridiculous.
Not worth it.
Next up, Men in Black Alien Crisis.
It's weird, I've never even heard of it.
Yeah,
I remember that game coming out.
You're crazy.
Yeah, the last Men in Black game to come out was 10 years ago.
Wow.
I think Telltale should pick up that IP.
No.
No, who should pick up that IP? Gearbox?
Who? No. Gearbox have never made a good game. I don't believe everyone loves them for Borderlands. That's literally the only thing they've made. I hate it, personally. I bought the first one and thought it was shite. But what else have they made apart from Borderlands that wasn't shite?
Brothers in Arms.
For how long ago was that? And barely made sales.
No, that was what they were known for before Borderlands.
Yeah, true. But
to be
this
fair,
generation, what they made apart from that, they made your favourite game, Allan. You bought a season pass for.
Yeah, Aliens, Colonial Marines, and Tom's favorite game, Duke Nukem Forever.
It is amazing. I can't deny. I can buy babes when I get XP online. I can have babes for my house. Don't worry, I didn't buy it at launch. I bought it at a used game shop because I thought I had to have this bit of gaming history. It's amazing. If you ever want to play the world's shittest game, most crass, rude, ridiculous game, buy Duke Nukem Forever. It's hilarious if you're in the mood to laugh at something for being terrible, play Duke Nukem. Have you in tears.
Next up, The Simpsons arcade game.
I've heard bad things about it just because it's literally taken from the arcade cabinet, so
yeah, it doesn't.
It's made to have quarters for, so it doesn't really translate to.
Yeah, it doesn't really age well.
No,
you can get that for $4.89.
So it's not too bad for that price.
Next up is X-Men, based on the X-Men arcade game.
That's a good game.
Yeah, came out about 3 years ago. And
the original version came out a long, long time ago.
I know, but right? This version.
I never played the newer version, but I did play that old one in the arcades, and Optic Blast.
Yeah. You can get that for $4.89 as well. Next up, you got maybe one of the only games on this in this sale that is actually worth it.
Yes.
Hitman Trilogy HD for $15.99.
I bought it, not from this sale, I bought it at launch. And I'd say the Hitman Trilogy it's another good HD trilogy. I think the controls are really hard to get used to because it comes from an age where without standardized controls. I think Hitman 2 especially is really hard to get into, but Contracts and Blood Money are still fine to play. And I really love Blood Money. Best game out there, so you should buy it for Blood Money alone.
Next up, the $10 and under list. Lord of the Rings, War in the North for $5.
We still have that on our instant game collection. Is that worth playing?
It's only worth playing if you're going to play it with other people.
Is that the MOBA or is that the co-op game? I can't remember.
It's the 3-person co-op.
3-person co-op. Is it fun?
I played it on the PC, and it's good, but it's unless it's $5 or less, it's not worth it.
Fair enough. But for free, it's worth it then, you're saying?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, might have to pick that up.
Next up, Silent Hill Book of Memories. Because why not? You can get that for $7.50. Next up, Lego Batman 2, DC Superheroes.
That's good.
That's actually that's a good one.
Yeah, I was gonna say that got good reviews. Yeah.
You can get that for $7.50.
Wow, that's really cheap. I might have to get that.
You can get the Vita version for all those 35 people who have Vitas.
Including you.
Yeah, for $5.
Is
Well,
it
the Vita
that not
version
crossplay then?
It's not the same game, I don't think. Is it?
I don't think so.
I heard that the Vita version. Yeah, I heard the Vita version was the same as like the 3DS version or something, which is disappointing.
Yeah, definitely then.
And this is coming from Nintendo, man.
Well, I mean, I got a Vita for full console experiences on the go, and yet here I am getting a Lego Batman game that's ostensibly the crappier version.
Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you said crap, because that ties in well with the next game. The Adventures of Tintin the Game for $10.
I've always wanted that game.
Good segue.
Yeah. And now going from bad licensed movie to bad licensed series. Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2 for $5.
I would say I didn't mind if original Force Unleashed. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't bad. It had an enjoyable story, and the gameplay was kind of fun.
It kind of had the Uncharted 1 factor, whereas the gameplay was good, but there was more, getting to the cutscenes was more worth it.
Yeah. Did you play Force Unleashed 2? I never played that.
Yeah, I did.
Was it good or bad?
Worth $5?
$5, it must be worth it.
Oh yeah, but it was not good when it first came out.
Oh, see, I'm disappointed because I kind of like the first one. I mean, I only borrowed it from a Blockbuster, but it just doesn't look. It never appealed to me because I thought that was the last one because he died at the end. What? And whatever, no one played it.
Yeah, they come up with the classic.
He got cloned, isn't it? I played the demo, so anyone who played the demo would have got spoiled anyways.
And it's like, is he a clone? Is he not a clone? Yes, he's a clone.
Yeah, so it's like 8, it's stupid.
But it did have some good DLC.
I did see some of it, yeah.
Yeah, where you kill Obi-Wan. You turn Luke to the dark side.
Nice.
You have Han Solo kill Chewbacca. I mean, man, rest in peace, LucasArts, but they must have had a blast going on this killing spree.
Have you, who's played Knights of the Old Republic?
I have.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah. Yeah, did you ever do the evil thing near the end where, you know, you have like your team of friends on the beach and you have to like explain to them if you went the evil route?
Oh, yeah.
And then you can just be like, Wookiee man, slave, go kill them, you're a slave, go kill your friends. It's just like, wow.
And
More
now,
games need to do ridiculous things like that.
Now back to licensed film. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean for $5.
I've not even seen much of that.
It's Lego Pirates.
I know, but is it a good Lego series? Because there has been some hit and miss ones with them. I mean, they're usually decent standard at the very least, but...
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job with Indy.
I've never played that. I think Lego Star Wars on the PS2 that I played. An amazing game that one is. So, yeah. $5 probably worth it.
Next up, Just Cause 2.
That's a fun game.
For $7.99.
Amazing
The
game.
open world game that was too open world.
It's a bit too big, I agree with you there, yeah.
I mean,
Gives you plenty of space to, like, slingshot around on your parachute thing, though.
Yeah, I mean,
and then some.
I played the original Just Cause.
Oh dear, me too.
Man, was that a disappointment?
Was that buggy? Like, they had these giant green airplanes that used to just fall, like, vertically from the sky at, like, a really slow speed. Just, the game's so broken. But amazing. But no, not as good as Just Cause 2, but that's on Steam sale for nothing at the moment, so...
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Just Cause 2, worth getting. I mean, it's not got a great story, but just to mess about in, that's a fun game.
It's actually... It's not that great to play it for the story. It's good to play it for the sandbox element.
It is, yeah. It's the most sandboxy game this generation so far, I'd say.
And you can tie an airplane to a helicopter.
Yes.
Watch things happen.
You can tie the jumbo jets to another jumbo jet. And you can tie boats to jumbo jets. That's literally all I do on that game is sit around that airport and think of things to tie to the jumbo jet. Because they're forever taking off, so it's like the best thing ever.
Well, the developers are doing Mad Max, so,
yeah.
Next up, the Prince of Persia Classic Trilogy HD Edition for $8.
Don't get it.
What do you mean don't get it?
I thought it had tons of bugs. I know a friend who had it and he hated it. Like, he loved Prince of Persia as well. He said it's just so many glitches, especially in, like, the first two.
Well, Prince of Persia, like, the series from a decade ago, that was a troubled series to begin with. First one was great.
First one was amazing.
The second one was terrible.
Yep.
And the third one was not as good as the first one, but way better than the second one.
The second one tried to go all emo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So moody. There.
Next up, Tron Evolution for $4.
Eh.
What are you talking about? Who doesn't love Tron?
I didn't even see the film. Eh. Eh.
Okay. Well, you can get Alice Madness Returns for the same price, $4.
That's meant to be okay.
And for those of you who like people beating up people for a sport, you can get Fight Night Champion for $6.
Hooray.
Enjoy that, all you people that love watching other people get beaten up. Jerks.
Heathens.
There really were only like two on the PlayStation Store. Only really two big games. First one, NCAA Football 14, which I don't see the big deal about college football.
Is that a college one at that price?
Yeah, at $60.
Oh, no thanks.
And for $20, you can get Binary Domain.
I think that's meant to be good. Like, it's got some weird. It's kind of choice driven, isn't it? That one.
Yeah, it's also it's the closest thing to a Terminator game I've ever seen. Basically, there's you killing robots everywhere.
But is it as easy as the Terminator game to platinum? The real question.
No.
No.
No, Tom. What do people in your native land have?
Fuck all. PlayStation Plus, we have nothing. I mean, we've got a sizable. We've got loads of games in our instant game collection, but nothing new added this week. And for notable addition and deals, we've got The Walking Dead. What do you do? $3.99. Allan says it's good. Buy it. So.
The next one.
And then we got History, Legends of War, and it's got a ridiculous price, so I'm not going to tell you the price, but I will tell you not to buy it because it's History Channel branded game, so don't do it.
I think it has something to do with General Patton.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, and the thing is, Patton was pure Americana. I don't get why they're marketing it in Europe. That's like...
Exactly, we had Churchill. That's a real Legend of War. God.
It's like marketing the original Black Ops in Asia.
Russia.
No, Asia.
Oh, Vietnam, yeah. I don't know, Russia wouldn't be too pleased. Half the games that Call of Duty have been produced.
I'm talking about the wrong game. World at War. That's the one.
Yeah. Play the Jap killing simulator. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, Japanese listeners. There are none. So yeah, now we're going to This Week in PlayStation, which is our PlayStation news of the week. And other related news, game related, that affects PlayStation. So Capcom, the creators of shit games like Resident Evil 6, but then good games like Dragon's Dogma, has been hit with layoffs. Several Capcom US employees have been laid off, along with Senior Vice President Christian Svensson, who left the company voluntarily. So you got a nice juicy payoff, I suppose.
This was mainly their like restructuring for the next gen of consoles.
Yeah. Then what have they announced so far? I think is Final Fantasy. Well, they've hinted at Final Fantasy and then Deep Down, wasn't it?
Tom, I believe you're mistaking Capcom for Square.
No, Deep Down.
I mean Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, Final Fantasy's bad. Well, I can't remember. Yeah, yeah, my bad. But no, yeah, Deep Down. I think that's the only thing they've announced then, isn't it? I'm sure they'll have a Resident Evil 7 on the way.
Deep Down does look good.
It did look amazing. I still reckon that's a code name for Dragon's Dogma 2.
And I wouldn't be surprised.
Because it was a sleeper hit for them, so they didn't expect it to do as well as it did. We have DuckTales Remastered, has gotten a North American release date for all the current gen consoles on August 13th at a $14.99 price point, that's dollars, and the Xbox 360 version of the game will release on the 11th of September. Ooh.
Yeah.
A retail version of the game will be available for the PlayStation 3 for $19.99.
There was really no way I could work in the Xbox 360 release without making it just terrible. I mean, of all the days to come out, why that day?
It's not great. How come it's coming out so late compared to the PS3 version?
That's actually...
And it's... Oh no, sorry. Yeah.
Probably because... I don't know, maybe Sony struck a deal.
Maybe.
But there's no... A thing that's kind of off a little is the fact that there's no information at all for Europe.
Yeah, I didn't think DuckTales was as successful in this region. That's probably why. But I don't know. I reckon it will come out for Europe once they've seen if the sales are high in your region. Another week gone by and another game company has been hacked. This time it's none other than Konami. And about 35,252 accounts were compromised during the period ranging from June 13th to July 7th.
Almost an entire month of someone hacking through their shit.
Yeah. Oh, did anyone play Metal Gear Online?
Oh, no.
A little bit.
Oh my god.
Not
Do you want to... This is probably the the hardest way to create an account for a game. So as well as your PSN account, you had to go onto a website and register. Then you had to sync it up to your PSN account, and they had this code, and you had to go on 2 separate websites to create an account for the game. And then I remember I forgot my password, and I had to pay like 40 quid just to unlock my account. So I was like, no. So, and then you wonder why Metal Gear Solid Online got taken off, and then they released the Anniversary Edition, which didn't have online on the box. My Metal Gear Solid 4 box still says Metal Gear Online on the back. Lies. But yes, personal information may have been exposed as well. So if you have a Konami ID, change your user information pronto. I don't even remember mine, so I don't care. After people were baffled that David Hayter wouldn't be returning as Snake for Metal Gear Solid 5, they were further baffled by Splinter Cell Blacklist not having Michael Ironside return for this role of Sam Fisher, a role he has played since the series began. Ubisoft gave an answer saying the problem that we faced was that we needed someone to play Sam that was not only the voice, but also had the physicality that Sam Fisher has. That's why we had to go with an actor that was able to do that. So we found Eric Johnson. This is also why Sam's colleague Scream had a new voice as well. It's a bit ridiculous. Like, well, surely you can have them done for defamation for basically saying you're fat. You can't do it.
Well, the actual, like I only put in a little tidbit, but from what they were doing in the past, they would have Michael Ironside for the voice. They'd have a model for Snake, or not Snake, Sam Fisher. They'd have the animator try to work it all together. So this basically just saved some time.
Yeah. Fair enough. But it's still, I suppose, because Next Generation... is it Next Generation Blacklist? It is, isn't it?
I'm not sure.
I can't remember. I can't make sense of it. Ubisoft's site.
Blacklist has been in the works for a while, and...
Because I thought it was going to be this console, but then they've been showing it recently. I don't know.
We are in a confusing time.
I really wish David Hayter was doing Snake, though. It really is going to affect whether I buy Metal Gear Solid 5, because I didn't really like Metal Gear Solid 4, to be honest, compared to the other Metal Gear Solid games.
Yeah, it's the only one I've played, and I couldn't do it.
That's the only one you played? That's crazy. You gotta go play the original.
Play the original. Man. Yep.
Well,
definitely.
Shadow Moses Island.
Matt keeps telling me I should play Snake Eater first, because that's
the best. Play that. Well, chronologically, yes, but no, that is the best. I really love that one as well. Metal Gear Solid 2 you can kind of miss, because it's a bit crazy.
Oh man, that sure is a crazy game.
But the problem with Metal Gear Solid 4 is the best parts of that game are the first 2 chapters, and the rest you don't even play much of. It's just cutscene, ride a motorbike, cutscene, look at this boat, cutscene, the end.
That sounds like 4.
Yeah, that is 4, that's what I mean. It's just crap. That's the problem with it. For the past week, Sony has been teasing something, and now the tease has turned into an announcement. The announcement of Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, which is said to be coming this fall by none other than Insomniac. This is the first proper Ratchet & Clank game since 2009's Crack in Time. The game will be returning to its roots rather than the most recent outings All for One and Full Frontal Assault. Which I'm glad, because I love core Ratchet & Clank games. I got all of the core ones, so... looking forward to it. Have you played any Ratchet and Clank games, Nate? Allan?
Oh yeah, I played all the PS2 ones. I haven't played any of the PS3 ones though.
I say Tools of Destruction is good for PS3, considering how early it came out, but Cracking Time's a great game. I recommend that, highly recommend that. Allan?
I played the first Ratchet. I have a Cracking Time.
You should play it.
But I'm not going to play a single one until I properly play Tools of Destruction.
Oh, you should get the Ratchet and Clank HD collection. Like, Ratchet and Clank 3 still holds up, and it's brilliant. And Ratchet and Clank 1's, I mean, you said you played it, so... But yeah, I think Ratchet and Clank 3 is great, and it also sets up a lot of what's in Cracking Time. But yeah, and... we have, GameStop is officially sold out of PlayStation 4 pre-orders, as they are now closing down pre-orders. And they are, sorry, yep. So yeah, PlayStation 4 already selling well. Have you bought your PS4, Nate? Allan has.
Nah, I might not get one at launch.
Yeah, fair enough.
If I'm gonna get one, I'll go wait in line somewhere where they didn't do pre-orders. It's always fun.
No, I'm not doing, I don't think I'll get it at launch just because there's no must-have games for me, personally.
Yeah, like I said, I'm probably waiting for Infamous.
Yeah.
I don't care. I'm getting that Octodad.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Deadliest Catch.
Do you know when that's coming out? Is that launch? I know they showed it at the press conference.
I hope so.
I hope so too. I mean, it can't be. It must be probably, but just because it can't be difficult to port. So, yeah, that game looks hilarious. That trailer and that gameplay footage, is crazy. All right, Allan, is it your turn now?
Is it?
I think so. What? Oh, sorry. Another relate to... That's pretty much the same news story.
Say it anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, in another voice. Amazon has officially sold out of its Xbox One and PlayStation 4 Day 1 editions. So there's different editions, but Xbox One. TV, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm not biased.
Yeah, I can already watch The Price is Right. So.
Oh, they were silly when they showed that, to be fair. That was stupid of them. Like, let's show this old version, an old episode of this TV show that no one really watches anymore. It's like, wow.
Well, I don't know, probably housewives watching?
Yeah, who are definitely watching these conferences, aren't they?
Somebody's watching that show, you know?
It's
been on for like 40 years.
They're just silly people. Think about who your audience is. Who's going to actually be watching this? Not housewives. Silly.
Well, I mean, they did have that airing. Wasn't it like midday?
It wasn't television, but wasn't it on like
Spike
a gaming
TV.
channel anyway?
Yeah, it was on Spike TV.
Oh, there you go.
The network for men.
Once again, they're housewives.
Okay. Sony has revealed that over the last few weeks, The Last of Us has sold a whopping 3.2 million copies, making it the best-selling PS3 game of 2013.
So that's really impressive just because, I mean, Tomb Raider was seen as a failure for selling that much, but that was across multi-platforms, and that's also because Square Enix are weirdos. So the fact that it sold that on just this one platform's brilliant and well-deserved.
Yeah, I mean, I bought 4 copies. I don't know about you guys.
Crazy. What? 4 copies?
No, I'm just kidding. I just bought the one.
I
I'm not
believe
that
anything
rich.
to Allan.
Technically, I got 2, but I'm waiting to see if GameStop is ever going to call me back about that pre-order. Seriously, I've had it on reserve for like weeks now.
It's not out yet.
Did you get like a special edition or something?
No, just standard.
Oh, I'm sure they'll have one for you if you want to go back and get a second copy.
Oh no, I mean like I actually put money down on it.
Oh shit. Well, talk to him.
Yeah, I tried. I wanted them to move it to Beyond, but they said no, you have to come in and do it yourself.
You don't want to get Beyond.
No. That looked terrible on what they showed at E3.
Yeah, well, what I played at E3 was not...
Oh yeah, you went, didn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't fun. I mean, the graphics were amazing, and the facial capture and stuff, amazing. Just jaw-dropping. But the actual gameplay, the stuff where you're controlling things happening, not fun at all.
So heavy rain.
Yeah, shut up, stupid dog.
Yeah.
Well, you guys liked Injustice, right?
Yeah, totally.
It's
I watched
alright.
the story. To be fair, I watched the story on YouTube, so go me.
Ed Boon, who industry legend Ed Boon,
He is indeed.
revealed that the next downloadable character for Injustice will be revealed at EVO.
Which is happening now,
Yeah.
as we record this.
Right now.
Oh my
So-
god.
By the time you're listening to this, that announcement will have been made, and, Google it.
Yeah. Also, a possible Game of the Year edition has been spotted on Amazon's French website. And among the platforms listed is the Vita.
It's probably to be trusted because these Amazon leaks are usually 100% true.
Yeah.
I can see that game coming to Vita. Vita's a good platform for fighting games.
Just because of face buttons, I suppose. It
Yeah.
would work, yeah.
It's got good buttons. I mean,
Yeah.
D-pad's nice, and it's also one of those games where you could bring it to a friend's house and you can play multiplayer and you'd both have your own screens, which is kind of nice. I guess it doesn't really matter for a fighting game like that, but
Speaking of multiplayer games, a new mode has been revealed for God of War Ascension. The mode
Okay.
is called Bout for Honor, or Bout of Honor, and it's simply one versus one in the Best of 7 series. There are also no help items, so
Wouldn't know what help items are in that game.
like crate or boxes or whatever to refill your magic
Energy,
health. Yeah. The maps for it are Canyons of Kira, Chamber of the Flame, Landing at Delos, and Streets of Sparta.
That's a cool... oh man, I'd name a game Streets of Sparta. That sounds cool.
Yeah, that'd be like if 300 met GTA.
Yeah, Streets of Sparta. Oh, you could be like Grove Street in ancient Greece. Love it.
Another industry legend, Hideo Kojima, has expressed that the trailer for GTA 5 makes him depressed, as he feels his 5 won't be able to reach their 5's level.
that was a really funny story to read.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I think it was
Kojima.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been humble, but I think it was clarified more like the fact like he's trying to make an open world Metal Gear Solid, and he's concerned that his open world is nowhere near as deep as Rockstar's.
Well, he's probably right about that.
Yeah.
to be
Yeah,
fair.
exactly. But they're different games. I mean,
Yeah,
one's
totally different.
story driven, while GTA's a sandbox with a story.
He also expressed admiration for Rockstar and the bar they will be raising for all games here on out,
Yeah, Rockstar are the best.
just proving that Kojima is the man.
Indisputable. Yep.
Yeah.
I have these Metal Gear Solid guides, and there's always a quote from Kojima, and then him standing in different positions, posing with his leather jacket. It's amazing. You should get them. It's so stupid.
EA has announced that Aaron Hernandez will be removed from Madden 25 and NCAA Football 14 Ultimate Team.
Why?
This is very similar to Chris Benoit's removal from WWE-related anything. For those of you who aren't in the know,
Me.
Hernandez is currently on trial for murder.
Nah,
Whoa.
he's fine. I know, Chris.
So they're
Chris
just gonna take him out of the game while he's on trial. They should at least wait till he's convicted.
That's
Right.
defamation, surely.
The Patriots already released him as a result.
Mm.
And he's actually already in NCAA 14.
Yeah, get NCAA if you like him. Represent.
So, yeah, they're trying to distance themselves from it. This one is a little sad.
Aw.
Former GameSpot editor and Giant Bomb co-founder Ryan Davis passed away last week at the age of 34.
This is actually really sad. When I couldn't believe it when I heard the news.
Me
I
either.
I listened to Giant Bombcast since it used to be arrow pointing down, like, religiously every Wednesday, because Tuesday, where they record it, is way too late for me. But just hit, I don't know, I just don't know. Do you listen to Giant Bombcast, anyone here?
I do, yeah. I was actually
it's-
listening to the Giant Bombcast when I read that news story. Like,
Oh,
hearing... Yeah, it was surreal.
It's
Made me-
horrible. Like, I can't believe I listened to Giant Bombcast without that, hey everybody, it's Tuesday, I'm your host, Ryan Davis. Like,
Yeah.
never hearing that again.
Did you listen to their, they have like
Yeah.
a memorial episode.
Yeah.
It was really
It was touching.
one of the
yeah.
most powerful podcasts I've ever listened to. I mean, I wouldn't hardly say that any of the podcasts I listen to are emotional very often, but man,
Yeah.
he was one of the best.
He was such a great host, I mean. And he was such a great, I don't know, his personality. I mean, if you watch his panels or the stuff he used to do on Hotspot, or even when he's a guest host on that every now and again, it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of, I just couldn't believe it.
And he just got married.
Yeah, this was during his break as well, it's bad.
Ah.
So, condolences.
Tell your loved ones that you love them, listeners. Seriously. Because you could die anytime. You never know. I mean, I don't want to get you all down too much, because, we'll probably keep living for a little while yet, but you never know. Make sure to tell your loved ones how much you care.
Yeah, because Patrick Klepek's left now, the Bombcast, because he's gone to work from home in Chicago, so it's just to think, it's just going to be 3 people, they're going to have to add someone else, it's just sad.
Now, in lighter but somewhat anger-inducing news, Gearbox has revealed that it's working on a new next-gen IP.
Turd.
Yeah, Randy Pitchford was quoted saying, "We're building an original IP for the next generation that we'll announce sometime later."
Randy Pitchford, who claimed that Duke Nukem Forever was not shit, and that journalists were scum because of it.
Did you guys see his responses on Twitter to people just trolling him?
Oh, it's just such a dick. I didn't see them there. What were they like?
One of them was basically like the game sucked, and he said anything has the potential to suck, and he actually specifically mentioned Indiana Jones 4 Crystal Skull.
Oh god, I took that was the first film I saw with my girlfriend on a first date. That was the stupidest idea I've made in my life. Like, you let me down, Indy. Dickhead. That film was shit.
Yep.
Now this brings us to topic of the week.
Topic of the week. Sorry, I thought you were doing it.
I was waiting for you.
you built it up.
This is what happens when Matt's not here.
So yeah, topic of the week is GTA 5 gameplay. Rockstar this week released a gameplay video, much like the LA Noire ones, with a narrator telling you, different features about the game. But with GTA 5, which everyone's been starving for information for, because the game's amazing, it's going to be amazing. We all know it. So first of all, who's pre-ordered it?
Yo, special edition.
Yeah, that's
fly
a
that
bit.
blimp.
What about you, Alan?
I don't want to spend money on the special edition because I really don't need all that.
You don't need the collector's edition. You need the special edition.
Yeah.
You need the special.
It's only like $20 more, and you get like a soundtrack and some stuff.
Stuff. Yes.
I don't know.
So-
I remember going in there and seeing that it looked like it was worth it. I don't really remember what's actually in it, but my impression when I read it was that, yeah, it was worth a few extra
Well,
bucks.
I can tell you now, the special edition contains a collectible steelbook with exclusive artwork, and it features a double-sided, never-before-seen artwork of Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. They're the three main characters of the game, which you swap between. Custom color and metallic treatments bring out the detail of artwork created exclusively for the steelbook. It also comes with a blueprint map, and this exclusive additional 21.5 inch times 26.75 inch map displays a blueprint view of Los Santos and Blaine County. Cryptic markings indicate locations for fast cash and other points of interest for the up-and-coming entrepreneur. You also get a special ability boost in which your main characters, who each have a special ability, they will now generate 25% faster. You also get stunt plane trials, which is single-player stunt plane trials, which let you take on additional aerial challenges spread throughout the Los Santos and Blaine County.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I got it for. Stunt plane trials.
And also you get bonus outfits, tattoos, and more, where Michael, Franklin, and Trevor get bonus outfits in their wardrobes, character-specific tattoos at tattoo parlors, and special deals from shopkeepers across Los Santos and Blaine County, as well as additional weapons. When visiting ammunition stores in single player, merchants will have special weapons in their inventory available for free, such as the pistol, the 50 caliber pistol, bullpup shotgun, and melee hammer. So yeah. And then, if you want the collector's edition, this is stuff that, as well as the stuff we just mentioned, the collector's edition will have a GTA 5 branded security deposit bag with logo key, because the game's like heist related, isn't it? So, this custom bag features a pop-up style lock and laser-cut logo key to secure important items. The reverse side features a pressed Rockstar Games logo on the security mount with a framed ID window. So if you like bags, it also comes with a shitty cap. It's a GTA 5 New Era 950 snapback cap. This exclusive cap features an embroidered Los Santos logo on the front, a stitched black Rockstar Games logo on the wearer's left side, a Grand Theft Auto 5 logo applique on the opposite side, and snapback closure for an adjustable fit. This is what I'm jealous of, though, on the collector's edition. I don't recommend it, though. It seems way too expensive.
Yeah, way too expensive.
That's the problem I have with it. But
it'd be cool.
It would be. But the thing I'm jealous of is this. They're custom characters for GTA Online. Get classic Grand Theft Auto characters to use within the GTA Online character creation system. See, I love that. And also the unique vehicles and garage property, which players will instantly receive a garage to store custom vehicles. In single player, the garage will be stocked with a 1930s style hot rod and a Carbon RS sports bike, and in GTA Online players will get the high-end Chameleon electric car. So, I mean, that kind of sucks if you don't have it. But
There'll be other cars to drive.
Yeah, I was going to say, with that amount of money, and I'm sure if someone who has a collector's edition gets out of their car, you can get in it. So.
Yeah.
Good enough.
That's a good thing about GTA. If someone has something better, you just steal it from them.
Yep. And I think whichever edition you get, if you pre-order it, you'll get that blimp that Nathan mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, blimps. So, gotta get that blimp, Alan.
Yeah, I pre-ordered both the 360 and PS3 versions.
Oh, that's silly, isn't it? Exactly. If you're gonna pay that much, why don't you get the collector's or special edition? God damn it, Alan.
Because I
Suck.
No, I pre-ordered the 360 one, like, maybe a few months ago, And the PS3 one, I pre-ordered that 3 years ago.
Oh.
You're crazy.
That is crazy, yep.
It's like, it was actually the exact, like, right when it was announced.
Still crazy.
I pre-ordered it. Everything's all cool. But yeah, I've got to stop pre-ordering games at GameStop and buying them online.
Buy them off Amazon. It's usually cheaper anyway. Silly boy.
At least I'm not gonna buy it digitally.
Yeah,
I don't want another Last of Us situation where I have to wait.
What happened with that?
I had to wait like a day and a half to 2 days.
Because download speeds on PlayStation.
Yeah, it had to download 27.5 gigs.
Yeah, that's another thing with GTA. Like on Xbox, it will come with 2 discs, one, but on PlayStation, it has an 8 gigabyte install before you play. So
it's actually it's mandatory on both.
It is mandatory on both, but I mean, it's you still have to wait 8 gigs.
The PS3 version only has 1 disc.
Hooray! Still not as bad as that anymore.
Yeah.
What's that? 3 or 4 discs, wasn't it, on Xbox?
Yeah, something like that.
No thanks. Yeah,
that was like one of the worst decisions of my life.
Oh, did you buy it for the 360?
Yeah, I bought it at my local comic book shop back when they were experimenting with selling games. I got it. Then a month later, I had back surgery, and it faded into obscurity for me.
Oh, I don't know. It's a great game.
Also, I really couldn't tell with those facial emotions.
The problem with that game is more the fact that when you press doubt, like, it's overreactions to everything. Like, you fucking murdered me, you dickhead! Like, if you sit and you're like, no, sorry, I didn't really mean that. It's like, what? Stupid game.
There actually is an exchange like that in 400 Days.
Oh dear.
Where, like, you kill someone and they just insult you before they die. It's so great.
So now we'll talk about the trailer of the actual release, where it has a nice little narrator tell us what's going on. So I'm playing it now in mute, so we can discuss the different points. I mean, first it's just going through a bit. It shows flying, aeroplanes, boats. I mean, aeroplanes are back. What do you think about that for those who played 4?
I'm for it.
You still won't be able to catch me, Tom.
Catch you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, God, yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, you crashed that plane right into the ocean, and I flipped, but I landed. And I got away.
Well, that boat, yeah, the helicopter hitting the boat, yeah. Stupid game. But no,
But it looks like they've actually incorporated, like, everything from their previous games, like
San Andreas.
No, I mean, like, their this generation, like
Max Payne,
Midnight Club.
Yeah, like the driving. There's a bit of footage showing him escape. I think it's Franklin something escaping police in the dark, and that looks great. But the driving looks better. It looks faster than GTA 4, but it doesn't look whimsically stupid like the previous PS2 games.
I wonder if it'll have horses.
Actually, I was just about to mention something.
I was wondering.
The combat looks a lot like Red Dead.
Yeah, I was thinking more Max Payne 3 with the just how it's done, like the shoulder swapping and
also the inventory, the gun inventory. I mean,
yeah, that's also very Max Payne 3 as well, and Red Dead. I mean, they're very similar, the gunplay in those games. So I hope people die fast, because I've been playing San Andreas, and that game is just hold R1 and then the shoot button until their green health goes to red health, and sometimes it takes a while.
That paramedic brings it back.
Yeah,
then you kill a paramedic, and another paramedic comes by.
I'm wondering, it's where do you think? Because the game looks like it takes place in the same place as San Andreas. However, I'm not sure if it has the Vegas part of it, to be honest, from what we've seen so far.
Well, San Andreas took place, like in the game, took place in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that, like everything, 20 years later, everything's gone to shit.
Mm.
And, like, Woozy Moo is dead.
Yeah. He's amazing, though.
That blind...
Is he the blind guy? Yeah.
Yeah, the blind guy.
He's amazing.
More importantly, I wonder if there's going to be a jetpack.
What area? What do they call it in this game? 69 or something stupid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, but from the gameplay, we've only seen Los Santos and the Mount Chiliad region, and I'm hoping what we've seen of... Oh, what's that Nutter's guy name? Oh, what is that Nutter's name? The redneck character.
Trevor?
Trevor, that's it. Like, I'm hoping Trevor takes place just in the Nevada desert area, just based on the trailer trash, sand everywhere. But we've not seen anything of Vegas. All we've seen is both in Franklin and in... Oh, I'm bad with names today.
Michael.
Like, that's both taking place in the Los Santos area. And then we see Mount Chiliad, so there's only the bottom half of the map in San Andreas that we've seen so far. So I'm wondering if they just... Because they said the map's huge, but whether they've just expanded in that bottom half area.
I honestly have a feeling they're going the way of San Andreas again, because in Vice City, there was only so much you could do.
Yeah.
In San Andreas, there was so many things to do.
Yep.
Go to the gym, have heart attacks.
Hot coffee.
Hot coffee, yeah.
No. So exactly. Horse, betting on horses, customizing cars, driving school, driving indoor driving championships, outdoor driving things.
The tennis?
Oh, yeah, that looked great in the trailer, yeah. And the cycling, let's see, my girlfriend's a big old Tour de France fan, so even that got her excited, so... But it looks like they've done proper cycling, not BMX. They've got proper bikes in it. But we've got hunting as well, so I think they've taken more cues from Red Dead Redemption there.
Well,
and it's... Oh, sorry, carry on.
There's probably gonna be some remorse rather than in Red Dead, because this is like this GTA 5 is like current day.
Yeah.
Where Red Dead was 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you felt nothing because that was history.
Yeah.
I did not feel nothing. I felt stuff. At the end of Red Dead Redemption, man.
Oh, no. I mean, just hunting animals.
Oh, well, yeah, no. Who cares? Animals.
He plays a redneck. Looking at the footage, probably I think there'll be some activities exclusive.
I think they talked about bounty hunting.
Mm-hmm. I think, each character have exclusive type mini games. So for Michael, it'll be more upper class, like tennis and cycling. And then we'll have stuff, like rednecky, like hunting and bounty hunting as well. But it's also, didn't they say in the trailer, it's like hunt or be hunted, so I'd like to think there's some sort of bears or something in the game that can kill you, wildlife that can run over in our cars, combine harvesters. But yeah.
They also showed off the underwater stuff that you could do.
Yep, diving, yeah. Look great. And I think all the footage from their gameplay, the gameplay shown was taken from the PlayStation 3 if you look at the different points. It shows them pressing, square X, triangle, R1, all that. And the different scenes. And they claimed at the end it was taken from actual gameplay footage. So, if so, that's really impressive.
Yeah, no, the diving stuff. Can't wait to do that. It just looked so fluid.
Yeah.
Because previously, you just step in water and instantly die.
No. GTA San Andreas.
You could, listeners, usual host Matt Mobley has told me to tell Tom that Matt called him a motherfucker and he's out of his mind about Infamous 2.
Matt's
Sounds
gay,
about
not
right.
Nicole, so screw you, Matt. You have no say in this podcast. This is mine. It's in my episode.
It's the second British invasion.
Exactly. But yeah, no, diving stuff. I wonder if we'll have like O2 meters or stuff, because it shows it has proper diving equipment, but I wonder if you have to be wary of how much oxygen you have.
Did they have
That sounds like something.
Did they have something like that in The Last of Us?
And they do, yeah.
Well, oxygen meter, yeah.
Yeah, because I never noticed anything.
Well, there is a blue bar that goes right where your health is.
Huh. But probably my favorite part is of the trailer is when Trevor's trying to flush a foot down his toilet.
Yeah, that's great.
He's just stomping on it, trying to get it to go down.
He's like, God damn it! But no, it looks like Bro Street is back, doesn't it? Like there's green with when you saw Franklin. But I thought the most impressive thing was when they were switching characters and how it switches out in a kind of Call of Duty type zoom in on the map. Do you see it shows them doing different activities as you do it?
Oh yeah, when they kill that guy in the helicopter.
Yeah, there's one. Well, yeah, that as well. But I mean, yeah. When they're switching, it shows Franklin's taking drugs from a drugstore, then they switch to Michael. Michael's just finished the bike ride with his son. And then they switch from Michael to Trevor, who's running away from the police, because he's crazy. Yeah. But just how it switched, I thought was really, and it just looked really nice.
Well, it's so snappy. Like,
yeah,
I kind of expected there to be like a load time between them or something, but nothing. It's great. I can't wait for that.
And I really hope it is like that in the actual game, with when he's like Allan just said about the whole helicopter repelling, and when he switched to Trevor, Franklin even, just how smooth that was. Just, I just really hope it is like that.
Also, those planes, I really want to fly those planes.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Do a barrel roll.
So the car customization, there was a recent interview with CVG website, and it said they were talking about all the different things you can do to your car, where you can like even customize horns. So you can have like da 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 da, and all sorts of different horns.
Oh, sweet. I wonder if you can like set your own tune.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping they bring back the custom radios as well. And but they said there's bulletproof glass tires you can have, so you can make a tank of the car. So that sounds cool.
I guarantee the first death in the game will be someone jumping off a mountain or a skyscraper.
Nah, I doubt
someone
falling
to their death.
Someone getting run over. I wonder how good the AI is.
Yeah, but the thing I'm worried about in the trailer, when the truck gets hit.
Oh, right.
It looks like there's some destructible elements.
Well, yeah, when it runs into that brick wall or whatever,
and the bricks just shatter.
You're talking about that's got to be a cutscene. There's no
way. I was
going
to say, like, if you've played any other GTA games, there's loads of sections that have stuff that explode and stuff that you can't do normally that look exactly like that. So I doubt you can normally drive through that wall, to be honest.
Hopefully they make it so you don't, like, just stop completely when you run into, like, a tiny little tree or something. That always pissed me off.
There's a bit in Los Santos in San Andreas, which I've been playing recently, and there's this bush, and it's just insane. Like, you drive your car into it, your car's on fire. Like, great. stupid bush. But yeah, I hope we can knock it down, but I don't know, I just can't believe the game's going to look as good as it does. Like, I have to see it for myself, to be honest.
Also, one of the things that people were not mentioning, the online element.
Yeah, that's at the end. They're going to tease.
Oh, yeah.
No, not GTA Online. The actual internet within the game.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
sure
that sounded cool, too. You can, like, trade stocks and stuff, they said.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that'll be great.
What's it? Real estate and all sorts.
Dynasty8realestate.com/property/details.
And then we have the heist things. It looks like you can, there's like a to-do list before you even start the mission. If you look at it, I'm looking at the trailer now, you pause it, it shows stuff you've done there so far, which is, evaluate security, photograph interior, and then it's got like, he still needs to get these rifles and then pick crew. And I've heard about this thing, like you can pay more for a better crew, or you can pay less for a cheaper crew, but a cheaper crew could mess up the mission and stuff like that. So, and it looks like you can approach, like you have a choice in how you approach the missions, but it emphasized between going in quiet, smart, or loud and fast. So I mean that looks really interesting, which makes me hopeful that the Las Vegas part of the game will be there.
Well, yeah, you're gonna want gambling.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for, but they haven't showed it yet. But yeah, GTA Online, just watching that bit now, it's just jets, helicopters, loads of cars.
That fighter plane that just zooms by.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And
I want that thing
I think
already.
what's more impressive is that he's inside a building while watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go inside buildings online, I think, is a massive step. And that window, it's got windows and everything, so... No. The game just looks amazing, to be honest. I think it's going to be... people say Last of Us is already Game of the Year. I mean, I love Last of Us, but I doubt it's going to measure up to GTA.
Notice it's been happening like cyclic. It's been happening in cycles. First it was BioShock Infinite. Now it was Last of Us.
Hey, you're forgetting about Ni no Kuni.
Oh yeah,
one of the best games of the year. Everybody forgot about that game already.
Ni no Kuni is the sleeper hit of 2015.
Yeah.
My friend got he won a competition to get that special guide, which is that.
Oh, the Wizard's Compendium?
Yeah, he got
I want that so badly.
Crazy, that thing up close. It's mental. I wonder how much it costs to just make that thing, but yeah, that thing's really cool. And GTA 5 just looks amazing. I just can't wait to do all these activities. Like, there just seems to be so much in that game. Like, it's going to make the wait to the PlayStation 4, easier.
A lot easier.
Yeah. And with Ratchet and Clank coming out, I think I'm fine for a few years. And I haven't even played BioShock Infinite yet. Or Walking Dead. So, there we go. So yeah, that brings us on to our community section of the podcast. And what will we talk about? Our DualShock question of the week.
Last week's question was,
that's it.
what is your must-have game at launch? Nate, you weren't here, so what of all the games available at launch, what's the one you want the most?
Oh,
and you're not tied to.
I don't want
it could
really
be
any of them that much.
You don't want Battlefield?
I mean, I've never been that into Battlefield. I mean, I'd say probably Battlefield before any of those other ones for sure, but Octodad, if that's going to be around launch, that was really great. Like, it plays great too. Like, I played it at E3 for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. It was the first game I played on PS4, actually. And, I mean, maybe I was just enamored over the controller, but everything was just, like, real smooth, and that game is just hilarious, man. I can't wait to just, like, get really hammered with my friends and play that. So I think that'd be the perfect setting for Octodad.
Yeah, that game just looks, wow, great, hilarious.
It's one of those games where you could probably have, like, one person on each side of the controller to play multiplayer. You know what I mean? Like, I used to do that as a kid.
Like,
I used to do that as a kid with my brother because we'd play single player games, but we'd both want to play. So like one of us would do the D-pad and the other one would do the buttons. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I could see Octodad being perfect for that kind of thing, just because like both analog sticks control where the tentacles go and everything, and yeah, no, it'd be extra crazy to play it that way. Pro tip.
Sounds good.
Did you guys
We've
cut
had
out?
one listener reach out with an answer. He's excited for Watch Dogs, but I'm personally not really, just because I don't trust Ubisoft after what they've done to Assassin's Creed. So.
Oh, I forgot about Watch Dogs, but I'm crazy, and I'm probably going to get that on Wii U.
You are crazy.
Insane, but
I want to look at pixels. Yay. You'll not even get GTA 5 on Wii U. Wii U is dead, as far as I'm concerned. They can't get Grand Theft Auto, and apparently this current generation, they're dead.
Tom.
Well, it's going to have Smash Brothers, and that's all that matters to me.
Well, who cares?
Tom, has there ever been a Rockstar game on Nintendo?
No,
Yeah.
but that's what I mean. This is
Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars on DS,
Oh, of course.
which was great, but
Was
it
it
was
one
a lot
of their
better.
tennis games on there as well? I think on the Wii.
Oh yeah, Rockstar Table Tennis.
Yeah, I think that was a Wii game.
You sure
Yeah.
that was on the Wii?
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure.
I thought that was a 360 exclusive.
Tennis.
Maybe it was.
Let's have a look.
Fact checking, going to the internet.
Yep. It's for Wii. It's on Wii. It's not great.
So I remember the backlash. Everyone was like,
It didn't do well, but it's on there.
no, it's like Rockstar Games table tennis.
Presents table tennis.
And
It's
like,
on the Wii.
what?
Oh, and also on the Wii was Bully. They released Bully for the Wii.
Oh, did they? Bully's
Yeah.
great. I think Bully's one of the best Rockstar games there is. I think I'm really hope they produce the next one for next gen consoles.
Yeah, they already had
Me
the PS2 port for 360 and PS3.
Yeah, but it's not HD.
Does everything have to be HD with you, Tom?
Well, it does. Well, I can play
consoles.
Bully any day. I've got Bully here, and I got my PS2 here, so. But I want a nicer version. I just want a sequel to it, to be honest, because it's great. And no other game is similar to Bully.
Yeah, they could have it set at like a totally different school with a new protagonist and everything.
Exactly.
It'd be great. Yeah.
Yep. Game's just funny.
Yeah, it was hilarious, man. That was, a really great game. It was like GTA, but
That's what I mean, like,
kid.
they managed to, it's just great.
Was that rated T?
It was,
think so.
I think it was a 15, I think, yeah. Well, in our country, so yeah, it must be teen. It wasn't mature, no.
Wow, man.
Well, I mean, you're not a bully. You're protecting the school from bullies.
Yeah. Well,
Is the
in
thing.
Europe, they changed the name to Canis Canem Edit, which is dog eat dog, so.
That's a classy name.
It's got a classy
But not really that catchy.
Canis Canem Edit? Yeah, everyone called it Bully over here anyway. It's just because they wouldn't, accept the fact that, a game about bullying. No. Oh, people. So yeah, this week's question is, what is your favourite entry into the Grand Theft Auto series? So what's yours, Nate?
GTA series, San Andreas, hands down. Easily my favorite one. I mean, just all the stuff you could do. It had all those RPG elements, which I really loved, and I liked the arcade style driving a lot more than GTA 4's, just because you could do a bunch of crazier stuff. And I've mentioned this on previous podcasts, but I play video games to go into a crazy world that's totally different from my own, and San Andreas fit the bill a lot better than GTA 4 did. Not that I didn't love GTA 4, but I'm just saying I like it to be off the wall a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. Alan?
Mine, without a doubt, Vice City. Because one, Ray Liotta was great as Tommy Vercetti.
Yeah.
It had a rockin' soundtrack. It had the best public radio in the history of anything. And more importantly, it was the 80s. Things were not great, but they weren't bad, so the 80s were great.
Before shit got bad.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it was
nice and neon.
Yeah.
Have you ever
Bill
seen
Clinton really messed everything up, didn't he?
Alan, have you seen Scarface?
The movie or
the movie?
Game? Yeah.
See, that's one of my favourite movies, and I think Vice City is basically Scarface the game, even though there is a video game of Scarface. I mean, the fact you start from pretty much nothing to owning a mansion and ridiculous. I mean, it's very similar, the storylines between the two.
Well, Scarface the game, they really did it. They actually acknowledged Vice City, saying that...
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they said that they stole from us. And I think the words were like, they stole from us, so we're going to steal from them.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's just, that game always reminds me of that film. That's right. No,
Scarface game didn't do that well, but...
It was meant to be really good, actually. Like, mechanics, gameplay-wise.
Yeah, but I don't think it sold well.
No.
Which is a shame, because the opening is fantastic.
Isn't it? It was just like, what if Tony Montana didn't die? Isn't it?
Yeah. And his tiger.
Oh, yes.
Man.
Poor, he only got a cameo in the film, so it's just sad. He's always talking about how he's going to get Tiger, and then he does, but it's just chained up next to a river. Yeah, no, my personal favourite game is San Andreas. I mean, I'd say Vice City is close. It's probably my second favourite, but San Andreas is just amazing. It's the amount you can do in it, and it's just the customization, which is sorely missed in GTA 4. It's, 2 hats? Yay. I mean...
Well, to be fair, it's... GTA 1 and 2 don't really count.
I really like GTA 2.
I mean, yeah, but it wasn't really...
It isn't the same.
Yeah.
Well, it's just because... But in all fairness, like, it's pretty much the same mechanics and ideas that went from GTA 2 to GTA 3. It's just a 3D polygonal setting.
And the ironic thing... the creator of GTA went on to make Crackdown.
Huh.
And,
I did not know that.
Yeah, and also the failed MMO APB.
That's a shame.
Man, I remember playing the beta for that. It was so bad.
Here's some trivia, because I know this because I've been looking at video games in our country. There's the creators of GTA, before they made Rockstar, they were called DMC, and they made games like Lemming. So Lemmings is the same developer, pretty much.
Or the same creator.
Same creator, so...
Well, Lemmings is
the
really
same
good,
minds behind it. Lemmings is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Just had that for PS1, so it's just crazy to think they went from Lemmings to GTA. It's just, from a kid's game, we had to save idiots that fall off and die. So
also, GTA really got on the map with GTA 3, and that was after Jones left.
I don't know, GTA 2 was huge in our country just because of controversy it had, and it was one of the best-selling games on the PS1.
Man, I played GTA 2, I think on Dreamcast, I want to say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Dreamcast. And I rented it, and my mom made me return it after watching me play for 5 minutes. I was so pissed off, man. Because I've been trying to rent it for months before it was finally it showed up in the rental section, and I'm finally, here we go. time to play GTA 2. I've heard so much about it in these magazines and stuff, and I got to play for 5 minutes. And I never played it again, man. I should go back and play that.
You should. Like, Hotline Miami is, the big thing now, but that's pretty much GTA 2 anyway, just in a more modernized.
Nate, I just want to say that a lot of that story, people now have 2 big questions. 1, gaming magazines, what? And 2,
I've been in the industry for a while.
Physical rental areas, what?
Yeah, no. It's
gaming magazines are cool.
Hey, in my time, I got to see a lot of great rental place closing sales, and I got a ton of awesome games from those. Probably the best piece of swag I got was the Metroid Prime trilogy for Wii, which is like really hard to find. I got it for $7, and it was like a week after it came out too. It was great. And now it goes for like $80 on eBay.
Nice. I still have my lovely Demon Souls, their Black Phantom edition, because it wasn't sure if it was going to sell well. And I bought it because of some random hype off a Japanese website. like everyone's like, this game's amazing, it's coming to Europe. I'm like, I like RPGs, I might get this. No, it's worth like $120. So.
And now Tom sleeps on a bed of nails.
Yes. He's just jealous of my Demon Souls and Dark Souls Platinums. Oh yeah.
I am pretty jealous of that, actually.
So we also have questions from our community. No, we don't. I'm joking. So that's the end of our show.
This show was really kind of put together last minute.
10 minutes. It's amazing. Everything's amazing.
Seriously, on Thursday, I had no idea who was going to be on the show.
Someone else is going to be on the show.
It was mostly just who happened to be available at the time.
Yeah, and Nate, thank God you were available.
Right? I hear that a lot.
Because mainly you and Nate Hull are the only guests we've had.
Aw.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty regular on this show, but yeah, I like being the guest star. It's great.
So a big thank you to Nathan Gamer for once again helping us in a tight spot.
Shucks.
No, you. But yes, so thank you, listeners, for listening, strangely enough, to VGU.TV's PlayStation podcast, The DualShock Show. Please rate and subscribe to our iTunes under DualShock Show. 5 stars, please, because any other review, you're a fuckface and we don't like you.
Tom, that's not the way to ask for reviews, man.
Fine.
Would you politely tell us your honest opinion of the show?
Yeah.
So that we might
Also,
continue.
the first 5-star review I get will get a Hitman sniper challenge code. There you go.
Oh man, why you gotta promise that?
Yeah, because I got one spare. So yes, definitely do that. Please visit our website, VGU.TV, so you can see amazing stuff by all of us, as well as other members on VGU.TV's website. Find us on Facebook. No one really messes up with Facebook, but definitely tweet us at VGU.TV. You can also find us on YouTube at VGU.TV Official, where you can also find this podcast in video format if you don't have
iTunes
MP3 device.
Yeah.
Or you're watching it in video format currently on YouTube.
Or you're just staring at a still image.
Yeah. Every time Matt mentions that in video format, I'm like,
it's not ready.
Should I say something?
Well, you got it open in another tab,
It's
doing
an
other
art
stuff,
project, man.
browsing on Reddit.
There you go. Yeah, but if you're browsing on Reddit, you're hardly listening, are you?
Well, I mean, that's how probably 90% of people listen to podcasts, though.
True. DualShock also has a Facebook and Twitter. You can find us at DualShock Show for both. Or if you want to tweet us individually, Allan is at the Allan Muir. I'm at Gaming Hobbyist, and Nathan Gamer is
At NGamer.
There you go.
Real easy.
You can
Not to
tweet-
be confused with Endgamer, the magazine. I think that's something over in Europe somewhere, because I've gotten tweets from, meant for them before.
Nice.
Don't forget.
I mean, I usually respond to them because they're always about video games, and, I know that stuff, but...
Shall I say Matt as well?
Yeah, Matt may not be here, but you can still tweet at him.
You can tweet at Matt, yell at him for not being here. Idiot.
You
God.
can find him at Mattman07.
Yeah. Why is it 07? I haven't asked him about that before.
He was born in 2007.
Yes, that seems legitimate. Yep, let's go with that. Heard it here. If you want to play on PlayStation Network with us,
Because this is a PlayStation podcast.
no way. Allan, with his respectable PSN, that Jew boy. That's boy with an I.
I'm Jewish, it's not anti-Semitic.
But you use boy with an I.
Hey, it was a very sensitive time in my life.
Matt is Mattman310. Also, I need to ask him about that. Nathan Gamer, what's yours?
X-Wonko.
Yep. Allan knows
Amazing.
it. XWONKO.
I need to add you. I don't think I have you.
Tom is pie_guy. That's pie guy, the guy with the pie.
Thank you again for listening to Jules Shock Show, and we'll see you next time. Never stop playing.